Welcome, one and all, to my newest countdown list. I'm sure you've probably seen this kind of list before, but I felt like I needed to at least try it out for myself. So here we go. We're gonna go with the top 10 favorite games, in my opinion. I'm gonna tell you now, this was a tough list to make, so I'm gonna say the honorable mentions now. So the honourable mentions were Tomb Raider, Professor Layton, Pokemon, and Fire Emblem Awakening. Yes, Fire Emblem Awakening, that's the only Fire Emblem I've played, so I can't really say much. And now that I think about it, there were a lot of other games that I could have said I liked, like Metal Gear Solid, whatever, that I could have put on the list, but so I'll say that's an honourable mention as well. So, as I just said, this was a tough list because there's so many games out there that I love, and also there are a lot of games that I liked or loved to play when I was younger. So let's move on to our number 10, and that is the Kingdom Hearts series. Okay, I gotta say it now. I know what you're probably thinking, why did I put Kingdom Hearts at number 10? Well, I just find it to be mediocre compared to the others on the list. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't hate this series. I just like the other entries and other games more than Kingdom Hearts. So that's why I have it in number 10. Coming at number 9, we have Mega Man Classics 1 to 6. Oh boy. Okay, well, this next entry being the Mega Man Classics 1 to 6, you're either gonna start a flame war in the comments, or you might agree with my opinion and know that I at least have some love to the series. Again, I don't hate this series, I just like it less than other entries. Coming in at number 8 is the first tie on my list, King of Fighters 12 and King of Fighters 13. Okay, so this was a hard choice to make considering I like each of them equally, considering the game has a lot of flashy finishes in the series, going from characters such as Kyo Kusanagi, who's able to use fire in his finishes, to two of the characters of people who worship someone called Orochi, who actually use finishes that are similar to the Kiss of Death, in terms of sheer craziness, of course. The characters are well thought out, however, there's one disadvantage to it. I would say I only sort of like 13 a little bit more, considering the Japanese voice actors sound a lot better than those who are English voices in 12. But that doesn't mean I'm going to change the list. Too late now. Done it. So let's move on to our number 7. Oh Christ. This one I know you're gonna hate me for. Considering... Okay, so let's see. I know I'm gonna start flame war for this. It's coming. I mean, you could say what you want about the game, but I just like it slightly less than one of the Fallout games, specifically Fallout New Vegas. The game is awesome, don't get me wrong, but it lacks the epicness of the Fallout series. And, of course, that doesn't mean I hate it. So when I first played Skyrim, I played it for nearly 40 hours in total playtime span, but it got a little too boring after time, and even to this day, I haven't gone back to it for unknown reasons. Number 6. Oh no. This is definitely gonna make a lot of you hate me. Number 6 is Team Fortress 2. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't hate it. This game is great, it's fun, and mildly entertaining. Each class has their own pros and cons, but we all love this game for its massive amounts of gore, medics, and weapons. But most importantly, the hats. Can't forget those, the hats. However, it's only number 6 on the list, considering the other 5, I like them a bit more in Team Fortress 2. And I know this isn't really going to sit too well with you, so I'll move on and let you continue your flame war in the comments section. Finally, we are at the top 5 of my list. So let's see how all of you feel about Final Fantasy being number 5. I love this series specifically for the characters and the arts. Those are the backgrounds in each games. However, the story is what brings it down to number 5. Since, as we all know, Square has become a little lazy with their stories by making pointless sequels to games that the fans just don't like. Instead of them changing their tactics to please the fans, they continue to give us the same tiresome stories for the game. I can only say that once again, I don't hate the series, I just think it's lost its touch over the years. Moving on to number 4 on the list. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Next on the list is another game from Square Enix. Only, this is what Square Enix has produced in order to please the fans, and I could say it's easily won my vote for best game of 2013. So let's see. The characters in the game, Ringabel, Tiz, Agnes, and Edea, have actually been customized a lot to be fan favorites. The art style for the backgrounds, specifically the dungeons, and any towns and castles, etc., look very beautiful. The characters have been improved to make it a very memorable game that I actually wish, for once, that they should make a sequel for it. The Brave and Default system has been added to make the battle system incredible to use in the game. The jobs have been given a boost where they now are used by specific enemies who are known as asterisk bells. The storyline is what we've been expecting Square to make for over a decade, and the music, oh god, you cannot complain. The music is well composed. My favourite song being That Person's Name Is, which is played every time you enter an asterisk battle. So that's number 4. Now we're going to move on to number 3, which is, oh boy, Portal 2. Now then, we're moving on to a game that tests the player's method of thinking to influence the use of portals and reality-based physics. So, Portal 2 is my choice for the entry, considering the game has a unique story, and oddly enough, the characters have many different personalities. So, funny like Wheatley, and some of the personality calls, evil like Glass, and with a specific character known as Doug Ratman, they can be disturbing or just plain creepy. However, that's pretty much all I can say about this game, which actually isn't that much. I don't hate it, but I just don't really know what to say. There's not much that I hate about it. The puzzles, sure, Portal 2 is the harder one, considering it took me maybe months before I could complete it. But that doesn't mean I hate it. They were very challenging, and I love a good challenge in a game. So then, let's move on to our number 2 entry. which is okay, Fallout New Vegas. Now, for a game that focuses a lot on the theme of Wild West, whether it be that the characters you can talk to speak like Texans, or that the creators added the use of guns and futuristic weapons like laser pistols. There's a lot to love. You can have your classic cowboy hats, you can have your cowboy boots, etc. But I can tell you now, Fallout New Vegas, it's probably guaranteed to me to put a smile on your face. So, depends if you hate the series more than Skyrim, then that's okay, it's your opinion, just write in the comments, whatever, what you think. And also, this was made by Bethesda. That's right, the Fallout series was also made by the creators of Skyrim, Bethesda. Okay, now then, to move on, we are finally at number 1, but before we do that, I think we need to do a recap. So, number 10, Kingdom Hearts series. Number 9, Mega Man Classics 1-6. Number 8, Kingdom Fighters 12 and 13. Number 7, Skyrim. Number 6, Team Fortress 2. Number 5, Final Fantasy. Number 4, Bravely Default. Number 3, Portal 2. And number 2, Fallout New Vegas. Now to move on to the game that I actually like the most, and you might have your opinion on number 1. If you disagree with it, just post in the comment section, please. But mine is Castlevania's 1 and 2 Simon's Quest. Now then, it's another tie between the first 2 Castlevania games in existence that were made for the NES. These games, to me, make you feel like a badass, considering you get to kill skeletons, bats, zombies, mummies, vampires, and even Death himself. And not only do you use the classic whips, but you also get to use crosses, holy water, throwing knives, stop time, and even use crystals. And specifically for Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, you can use Dracula's body parts as weapons, specifically his ribs, where you can use them as a shield. So, that's weird. That's all I have to say. Go figure. So, okay, now then, if any of you have your own opinions on this list, say it in the comment section, and please, I love to hear feedback, so please, if you thought there were games that you wanted on this list, but I didn't say, post it in the comment section, or even, better, post your own list in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you think your favourite games are. And this is All My Mischief signing off, and I will say take care. And good lord, I've got to say, this is awkward. Very awkward indeed.